Hey everyone, so today we are listening to our one of our very favorite bands called Aaroh from our
All
childhood.
time favorite.
From our childhood, from like we grew up listening to them, we look up to them, we love them and we talked recently about their album, their first album, and I interestingly
Mhm.
this was probably the first album that I bought as well. Like we bought from our
Mhm.
own pocket money at that young age. We saved up for it, and then yeah. So "AAG KI TARHA" is the title of the song, and we will talk more about it after we are done with it. Should we?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Three, two, one, play.
Okay, I'm listening to this song, I think, after 5, 6 years now.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, Aaroh has been one of my favorites, but I stopped listening, obviously, because they hadn't had any new album. This album was a masterpiece. But just after the demise of Heather, their guitarist,
Mm.
right, I hadn't heard any song again from their band. Because now when I'm just listening to the last part of this particular song, Heather just killed it.
Was
Just
it was
killed
it
it.
Heather or was it Nabil Nihal Chishti?
I
I
think
th-
it was Heather.
yeah, I think it was Nabil. I think it
Yeah.
was from the first album. It was mostly Nabil, probably. I could be wrong,
Mm,
but yeah,
mm,
this is always painful when you hear their music. You not
yeah.
only because of his demise, but also because of demise of their music.
Music.
What could have
Yeah.
been? What could have been this band?
What could have been?
This band could. I mean, so for our viewers, this was a band who won the first Pepsi Battle of the Bands of
Mm,
Pakistan back in 2003 or two or three,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So they actually um, came top, beating
EP.
Mikal Hassan band. Like, I mean,
Mika's band.
what quality? What quality?
Mm.
EP was also very popular, but they beat them, and there were multiple other bands in that
I think
competition.
Mizmar and Mizrab were there.
Yeah, I mean, multiple other bands, which they beat to came on top. I mean, and their first album is one of the best albums.
One of the best albums.
Subjectively, personally, one of the best albums I've ever heard, because I mean, they would had 10, 9, 10, 11 songs, and
Mm.
90% of the songs, each one of them. I mean,
Each one of them.
you would be hard picked to dislike one of the songs in the album. Each single song was amazing. Also, this band is, I mean, I keep mentioning to other people that, in my opinion, this is the band who perfected the art of guitar solos. Especially
You mentioned it.
if I talk about a subcontinental context, right? If I don't like look elsewhere, this
Mm.
band actually kind of perfected the art of guitar solos, and their music is mostly melancholy, especially the
Mm.
first album, right? It's mostly tragic, melancholic, and all that.
Mm.
Um, but each song and each solo is so well done, so well written, so well performed. I'm just fan. I'm just a fan.
We were all just the fanboy, and this band was actually equally good live as well.
Actually,
So
better.
not
Actually,
only
better.
only better, true.
So they got the
They were actually
fame.
better live.
They got their fame because they were so on fire whenever they performed live, right? They were absolutely fire.
Yeah.
Recently, I was just, when you said that you were listening to their work after so long, I was traveling recently
Mm-hmm.
through heaven, like literal heaven on earth. I was driving,
Mm.
and I of course I had them on my playlist, and oh my god, what an experience that was for me. I mean, some of the songs that I remember when I was driving and I was going through that place. It was Chandni Raat by Ali Sethi, and
Oh, another
then
masterpiece.
yes, and then, and then it was some of their Aaroh's work, Jalan,
Aaroh's work.
Sawaal, Aag Ki Tarha Na
Mm.
Kaho. Guman was like there. It kept. I mean, it kept appearing. But yeah, this was one of them. And I mean, I don't have much to say because again, I grew up listening to that their work, listening to their songs, and I'm so biased and I love it so much. Then I can't really like subjectively talk about anything technical, individual. Um, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I always idealized Farooq, their
yeah.
vocalist. He's still a gem. I think he was judges for one of the Pepsi Battle of the Bands recent season as well.
16,
He
17.
came back from, yeah, in 2016 and 17, and he still had the same persona, same voice. He just had a guest appearance in that, sang a song
Mm,
there as
mm.
well of his own band, and he was performing live, and yet he was just killing it at that point. I mean, all the bands who were participating were at one end, and he was just on the other end. He is in his own league.
When we will listen to some of their other work together for our viewers, they would know. They would know. And I encourage you all, if you do understand the lyrics and the language, I mean,
Hmm.
they use very simple lyrics, very simple language, as far as I
Hmm.
can think, because again, uh,
Hmm.
explore their work,
Yeah,
and
we
probably,
would request.
yeah, you might like it, you might love it as much as we do, but we do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also because we grew up on it, and that's why we have a natural inclination. Even if
Hmm.
their work might not sound that great to some other, to newer listeners, because again, it was
Hmm.
recorded in 2003, and
Three, 2003. Yeah.
the technical advancements weren't there. The Pakistani music scene wasn't that advanced, especially for underground bands. And these bands, the up and coming bands, they didn't have that much resources.
Yeah.
So
True.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Considering all those factors, it was still a masterpiece, the album itself.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. I think let's conclude it then.
Let's do it. Let's do it.